Hi, and welcome back to the Caregiver Connection. I'm Eric Juarez, a cancer survivor since 2011. What we're going to go over is some insurance information. The first thing, when you get cancer, you don't know what is provided for you out there, so I'm going to go over that with you today. What I'm going to go over is first my experience of what happened when I was working and what I was able to receive and what is out there for you. So what happened is, while I was working, I found out that I had cancer. So what I did was I went through my regular insurance that was at my job, and then after I was taken off work because my doctor wanted me to start going through the therapy, so I couldn't work anymore. So that's the other thing, is what do you do when you don't work anymore? There is a difference between the Social Security when you're older and you're ready to retirement, which is your retirement Social Security, and Social Security disability. So there is disability for that. So that's what I'm on. Like I said, it's better than nothing. So once you are out of your job, there's some type of supplement that you need, and you can also go on CalFresh, which they have food for you that you can use, that kind of like food stipends or coupons that you can use for that. So it becomes very difficult, and I understand your situation. If you're not working anymore, how are you going to get paid, and how much savings do you have left? And so my advice is to really pull back on a budget and try to figure out what you can afford and what you can't afford. The other thing is looking into discounts and all your utilities. For example, like SDG&E, they have something called the CARE program. So if you're disabled, the CARE program could give you some discounts up to 30%. And also there's a form that has to be filled out through your doctor for the medical device. And the medical device would be the air conditioning, because if you're stuck at home all day, you got to have some type of air conditioning. So if your doctor fills that out, they could fill that out and then send it in, fax it in, and you could get that discount off of your bill. Also, on cable, they have a low income. You have to look for all the low income everything. So cable also gives you a low income option, so you can have that reduced in your internet. Whoever your carrier is for your cell phone and all that, you have to move around and get a different contract or get out of your contract. Even if you have to go to Cricket or something, you have to figure out what is best for you to reduce your monthly cost. And it will help you and your partner. So if your partner is the only one working, so both of you have to cut down on your costs. There may be a lot of things that you can't do anymore. I know there's a lot of things that I can't do. There's a lot of things I can't go out and be buying new clothes or or go to restaurants, and a lot of things that I used to love to do. And also, if you have to get rid of your car or something, if you're paying too much for your car, you have to look at that also. You can also refinance your vehicle through your credit union, your local credit union. I would suggest California Coast Credit Union can redo your loan, so you could have a lower monthly payment. So in every aspect, you have to look at that. Also, if you have to move into low income housing, but also let them know that you're disabled, that you have cancer or you've had a stroke. Whenever you move into one of these low incomes, let them know that you have a disability, and let them know that you're on Social Security disability, that your income is very limited, so they can help you and they can assist you on whatever you need. So if you have a stroke, you're going to want bars in the bathroom to help you get up. And I was lucky, the owner of the place that I'm at right now allowed me to put some bars in the bathroom. And I have stairs here. I don't have a choice to go upstairs because the rent is so low. They allowed me to put some bars along the railing along the house. So I was lucky to have family to help me deal with that while I was in the hospital. I was in the hospital for about a month and a half. So there's a lot of things that I couldn't do. And then I had to The clients that I had, I passed them on to my co-workers. So there's a lot of planning that you have to do, and it's very difficult when you have a stroke. Your cognitive thinking is not all the way there, so you're wondering how you're going to do things. So really, it's going to be about management. What family member around you can help you? Who at work can help you to at least make some, if you're still able to make a little bit of money. If you're in sales, that you can split deals, or if you have clients, you can have a family member answer the phone for you. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is Medicare. After Medi-Cal, you could get on Medicare. And what I would suggest is when you get Medicare, look into a company called SCAN, SCAN. It's not just for senior citizens, but it's also for anyone that's on Medicare. So if you have cancer or you've had a stroke and you're long term and you're on Social Security, you could get Medicare. And Medicare is only about $135 a month. And then you can also get vision and dental on Medicare, and go through SCAN because they're an administrator for the Medicare. So you have somebody in the middle to go to, because it's hard to have all the questions answered about Medicare. There's a lot of billing that goes on, and there you can't do it all. I know I can't. So I need somebody to mediate on the billing that I have, and somebody to fight for me to get certain procedures done. Like, so for example, on May 2nd, when I had my stroke, that stroke cost nearly $500,000, and I have a $4,000 deductible. So that's the only thing that I have to pay off. So that's probably the best thing that I had going for me, that I had Medicare. And I was also outside of the script system. SCAN is a provider or an administrator for scripts here in San Diego, but there are a variety of different medical facilities that they work with. Also, they have a portal which is called My Scripts, or an app that's on your phone, so you could just go on your phone and see all the appointments and all the messages. You could message your doctor personally right through there, and they'll get back to you. So if you need something done, you can go to the portal and send your doctor a message right away. And also, if you need medication or anything, you can go on there and see what all your medications. So if you end up having to go to the hospital, or you go to another doctor, or you have a new doctor, all you have to do is go to My Scripts, or it's called My Scripts. You just go right on there, and you can provide that doctor with all your medications that you're on, and also all your appointments are on there, so you never forget what your appointments are. And then there's also messages that go back and forth between you and your doctor, and all of your results from all of your procedures that you've had done are all there, all on a nice list. It's called they call it a portal. So, and it's on Epic. It's a system that they use called Epic. So when you go through there, it's easy to look at, and I'm going to try to put I'll try to put in a description on what it is on this video, so you can see what it looks like. It's a really good program. It's a really good app to have, especially if you travel a lot and you could be anywhere in the world, and you can give medical help wherever you are, because it's Medicare and they're a provider. So if you're in Canada and you need help, you can get your medical done there and have it billed to Medicare. And just let Scripts know, let SCAN know that you're outside of the country, and that this has happened, and try to get as much information that you can if you're outside of the country of what has to be done, or where to go if you have a medical issue or medical emergency, so they can guide you. And at least if you have a medical emergency, you know where to go right away. So that's some of the things that you need to think about if you have if you once you have a disease like this, or you have a disability like a stroke, you need to know where to go if there's an emergency anywhere in this country or another country, especially if you're in Mexico. Since I'm in San Diego, if I had to go to Mexico and have something done, I want to know, where do I go to have a procedure or something, an emergency? Where should I go? And will it be covered under Medicare? And the answer usually is yes, but you need to call them for yourself and ask them, where do I go? What do I need? What is the process? Because the process is different in every country, even this country versus Canada. There's a different system of how it works. So you need to have the knowledge before you go somewhere. Thank you. Businesses are going to be very difficult. So if you have to drive and you've had a stroke, you no longer can drive, because many times your neurologist is going to go to the DMV and take your license away. So they're gonna cancel your license just because, so you don't drive and cause an accident. And I think you will probably understand that, because even though I'm a little bit better now, I know that I'm not all there, that I can't drive, and the last thing that I want to do is drive and ruin my car and ruin my life and ruin somebody else's life, because it's not worth putting your life on the line and or your loved one's life, and your family have to deal with that. So a lot of times you have to let somebody else think for you. So if you have a family member that doesn't think that you should drive, allow that to happen for you. Think of yourself and your family. So that's going to be very important that you, and I know sometimes it's hard to think, because it should be the easiest thing to be logical, but going through a stroke and going through cancer, everything is not always logical. Everything is very confusing. So the confusion of what happens because of what you just had, what you just went through, this is monumental of the tragedy that you just went through, and you're going to have to adjust your life accordingly, and your budget of what you have and what you can do and what you cannot do. So you may have to make some drastic changes in your life and let others know that this is what's happening. So if you are looking to move somewhere, let your family know, let your friends know this is what's happening. Also use Facebook and some of your friends, if they're close to you, you reach out to them so they can come and help you. I know I've had a lot of friends come and help me on things that I've needed, like if I need a ride somewhere, or if there's something that I need personally, they'll help you out. Like, for example, Escondido Friends, if you need to reach out to somebody on there, you could look at that and use that for yourself. And also, if you have to, it's not what I wanted to do, is to go to GoFundMe. It's not what I wanted to do, because I'm used to working for myself and have someone help you out that way. Because I'll tell you, when it comes to your budget goes out the window, because it becomes almost no budget, because there's no income. There's no one to help you, especially if you don't have a partner. And it's extremely difficult. I'm lucky that I have someone that can help me out around the house and through my budget. At least they're able to feed me, because sometimes that even the easiest things in life are hard to do when you're having cancer or you're going through a stroke. Because like I said, my arm doesn't work, so I depend a lot on others, which I don't exactly want to do, but I don't have a choice because of the disability that I have right now. So I encourage you to get the outside help that you need. And again, like myself, like I said, I have a GoFundMe. It's Eric Juarez. And please check out my channel, The Cancer Connection, and subscribe down below. And let me know if these are working for you. Please put something in the comment. So if there's something you want me to answer for you, I would really enjoy answering some of those questions, because I feel this is part of my fulfillment to helping others that have this issue and these disabilities, which is horrible. And I wish you didn't have to go through it, just like I wish I didn't have to go through it. So keep fighting, because this is what we have to do every day we wake up, is fight the cancer and our rehab, and just keep on getting rehab for your stroke and fighting cancer, this horrible disease. We can do it together. So let's both be fighters in this journey. Thank you. And please join me next week. I'll be going over some of the acupuncture, showing what I do, some of the treatments that I have here in Escondido, and what might be able to help you. And then we're going to be going over medications. Again, my name is Eric Juarez, and I'm a survivor of melanoma lymphoma. Thank you.